everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary and I talk about faith, marriage and lifestyle. Thank you so much for joining and thank you for love and support always. Today I'll be talking on the topic what single men should consider in a dating relationship. In this dating advice video, I give you some of the things you need to consider as a single man while in a dating relationship, or the wisdom you need. Wisdom is the principal thing. So you need wisdom despite your career, despite your handsomeness. You need wisdom for you to have a successful relationship. And that is what I'm going to discuss in this video. So make sure you watch this video to the end and I pray that you find it helpful. So the first thing you need to consider as a single man is your dressing code. As a single man, don't dress shabbily. Most of the time, women like neat people. So as a single man, you need to know how to dress well. Make sure you are conscious of what you are putting on. The way you dress matters a lot. There's this saying that you are dressed the way you dress. So don't just dress shabbily. Dress well. Understand colors. Don't just mix colors. Just know how to mix colors and also understand events. There are clothes you cannot put in a certain event. So understand what to put on when you are going to a certain event. Don't just dress anyhowly. You need to dress well and you need to understand how to dress well. Dressing well, you don't need to be rich for you to dress well. According to yourself, there are clothes that meet your financial status. So make sure you dress well. Just as an example, in the Bible, when Joseph was leaving before Joseph left the prison, they changed his garment. They changed his clothes. So it means that before you appear, before people, you need to check on your dressing code. So as a single man, for you to have a successful relationship, a dating relationship, you need to dress well. You cannot, just as an example, appear before your in-laws with just dressing anyhowly. So make sure you dress well every time and everywhere you go. And the second thing you need to understand as a single man is understand hygiene. You need to consider hygiene as a single man. Spend time to take bath always, at least twice per day. Also take your time to brush your mouth, to brush your teeth, to brush your tongue, because sometimes your mouth is smelling because because your tongue is dirty. So while you are brushing your teeth, you need to brush your tongue also. There are people, their relationship, they did not continue just because the lady could not withstand that smell from that young man. So make sure as a young man you understand hygiene. As much as you know how to dress well, you must also understand how to take care of your body. Put on the perfume well, smell well always, look good. Don't just be when you appear before people, everybody's running away just because of the bad smell that is coming out of you. Make sure you smell well. Make sure you are clean. You shave if you have those long beards or what. Shave well. Shave them very well. Just as an example of that, Joseph. Even Joseph, before he left the prison, he shaved those. They shaved those. Those beards. So make sure as a young man you look good, and also make sure you are. You understand hygiene. Don't be dirty. Try as much as possible to be clean. Even cleanliness is next to godliness. It means that God even consider clean people. So as a young man, you need to understand cleanness, because some of you, the relationship did not continue because the lady could not withstand that that dirtiness. So as a single man, you must understand hygiene. The other thing you need to consider as a single man in a dating relationship is don't be extra possessive. Don't be possessive to a woman who you are not yet married. You are not married to her yet. You are not married to her yet. And you are monitoring everything that she's doing. You are monitoring her calls. You are monitoring her messages. You want to know everybody that is talking to her. So it means that you are not that one leads to mistrust, and it means that you don't have, you lack self-confidence, and you don't know who you are. Because if you know who you are, and you know who you carry, nobody can replace you in that relationship. You know what you carry for that young lady. So don't be extra possessive. Let her live her own life. Let her be. Don't just monitor everything that she's doing. You need to know every person that is talking to her. You need to know every of her messages. You need to know why who she's calling. So that is not good, for you, because if you do that, that young lady may not withstand that, may leave you, because everybody wants to be free. So don't just be extra possessive. Don't just monitor everything that she's doing. Let her live her own life. No, you cannot please anybody. You cannot please that you cannot say that you are taking, you are extra possessive because you want to know everything about her. No, that is very wrong. For you to have a successful relationship, you need to let her live her own life, and I pray that God will help you in this area. Also, the other thing you need to consider for you to have a successful relationship as a single man, you need to look at your communication skills. You need to have good communication skills. Use the right words. You are calling her anytime. It is good morning. Use good morning, good evening, I'm sorry. Use those words. You need to use good communication skill. Don't just talk anyhowly, because when you just talk anyhowly, hey, nobody will want to be with someone who doesn't have who doesn't have courtesy. So make sure you check on your communications skill. Another thing is, for you need to consider in a dating relationship. For you to have a successful relationship is, don't rebuke the lady in a public. No matter what she has done, or whatever she has done wrong, don't rebuke that lady in a public. Because as women, we move with our emotions. We think with our emotions. So every time you rebuke that lady in a public, she will think that that is, according to her, that is embarrassment. And nobody wants to be embarrassed every now and then. So she might she might leave you, and relationship will not continue. So if you want to have a successful dating relationship, don't rebuke a lady in a public. No matter what she has done wrong, call her in private and discuss things, but don't rebuke her in public. I pray that you look in that area if you are abusive. And the other thing with this is, don't be abusive. When I say abusive, is not, don't make a mistake. As a young man, or as a young man, or as a single man, don't beat women. You are in a dating relationship with a lady, no matter what she has done wrong, don't beat her. Real men don't beat women. You cannot. If you are angry, if you are angry about something, go and punch the wall. Don't release your energy to beat that lady. If you are abusive, it is a very big mistake, and that relationship will not continue. Because if you are beating her in a relationship, now you are dating, you might kill her in marriage. So she cannot cope with that. So don't beat a woman when you are dating, or even when in marriage. And I pray that you change that thing. If you have that, if you cannot control your anger, please learn to control your anger. The other thing I believe you need as a single man for you to have a successful dating relationship is appreciating a lady efforts to please you. If just as a example, a lady buys a shirt for you, appreciate her. Don't say even if you don't like it, but appreciate her. Because if you appreciate her today, tomorrow she might buy a suit for you. So learn to appreciate every small thing that the lady is trying to please you. But don't, even if you don't like it, don't show it. This one will help. This one will give her morale, and will give you the reason why she need to continue with you in that relationship. The other thing is, you need to consider, for you to have a successful relationship, you must abstain, avoid sex before marriage. If you love her, you need to wait. Don't just, to do immorality, don't do sex before marriage. Marriage is honorable when the bed is not undefiled. So while in a dating relationship, please try as much as possible to abstain. Don't do, sexual immorality is very long in a relationship. So don't say that you are testing it now. If you eat your cake today, tomorrow you will not have it. So just wait for the right time. When it comes to marriage, you will have it the way you want. And I pray that God will help you in this area. And also the last thing I think you need to consider in a dating relationship is you must prove, don't just be committed to a lady you have not proved her. You need to prove her before. Don't just give her a ring because you promise her marriage and you have not even proved her. So let the relationship grow. And this is why courtship is very important. Learn her. Let you date, you do some research so that if this lady actually you will stay with her. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for your time. I hope you have gotten something in this video. Please consider giving this video a thumbs up, and if you're new here, you have not subscribed, kindly click on the link, click on the red button below the video to subscribe, and also click on that bell beside there, so that every time I upload the new video, will be among those that will be notified. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for your time. See you in my next video. Bye.